Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Dorsey, and I'm with Infinite Scholars. Infinite Scholars does one thing, we do one thing well. We help send high school students to college. We do that with our partnerships of over 400 colleges and universities that are part of our network. One of the specific things that we do is that we facilitate scholarship fairs. We facilitate these scholarship fairs in 27 cities across the country. When we facilitate a scholarship fair, we have between 50 and 100 of our premier partners participating in those fairs. One of our premier partners who I know has been with us since I have been with Infinite Scholars is Edward Waters College. Let me tell you a little bit about Edward Waters College, and then we'll have them come on and give a little bit of information about themselves. Edward Waters College is located in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, we are the largest city in the area in the continental United States and a rapidly growing metropolitan city in Northeast Florida with approximately 850,000 residents. EWC has nearly 1,000 undergraduates from primarily 11 states in the Southeast and 5 foreign countries. We have 5 undergraduate degree programs in criminal justice, biology, business administration, communications, and psychology. Our largest program is criminal justice and business administration. We have our first graduate degree program with a master's in business administration coming soon. Edward Waters College is distinctively the state of Florida's first independent institution of higher learning, as well as Florida's first HBCU for the education of African Americans. With a distinguished higher education lineage spanning over 150 years, EWC is primed to continue its emerging eminence as a premier urban private Christian African Methodist Episcopal AME historically Black liberal arts college. The cost of attendance at Edward Waters College is $22,888 per year with no out-of-state tuition fees. Students are automatically considered for merit scholarships of up to $5,000, $7,000, or $22,888 per year. Today, to provide us the more detailed information that we need to know about Edward Waters, we're going to have Mr. Ricky Glover. He's going to be our presenter today. He is a 2013 graduate of Edward Waters College with a bachelor's degree in communications, a master's degree in higher education administration from the University of North Florida. Ricky, thank you so much for being with us today and providing our parents and students information about Edward Waters.
Thank you for having me today as well. I'm looking forward to this opportunity to present to all of the rising seniors and the future students that are here that are rising through or matriculating through high school today. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ricky Glover. I am the Associate Director of Enrollment Management for Edward Waters College, located in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, I will be providing you with information about Edward Waters College and the things that you will need to know to help you make the best decision for your educational journey. Edward Waters College is a small liberal arts college of nearly 1,000 students. Edward Waters College has smaller classroom sizes, which attracts a lot of our students to come to EWC. Our particular class size is at a minimum of 18 students with no more than 25 students per class. We do have a student to faculty ratio of 14 students to 1. So this helps our students matriculate into our institution and to be comfortable within a smaller setting. So that way they have the opportunity to build that relationship and rapport with their instructors, as well as their peers in the classroom. Moving forward, Edward Waters College does offer 5 undergraduate degree programs in the various areas of business administration, criminal justice, communications, biology, as well as psychology. We have a number of different areas under those bachelor degree programs in which students can concentrate on. Our number 1 program on our campus is criminal justice, where students have the 3 different areas that they can focus on primarily. Law enforcement is the number 1 popular program where students can earn a degree in 3 years, and then they'll take their senior year, which will go in partnership with the local sheriff's office, which is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office here. They'll take about 6 months of that to do both written and a physical examination, and upon earning that degree, They have the guaranteed job opportunity with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We also have lateral agreements with other city agencies across the state of Florida, as well as with the state of Florida's law enforcement. That degree also allows students to be able to work at the federal level, and if they have aspirations to work for the different law enforcement agencies federally. We also have a degree in business administration, which works very well with the city of Jacksonville being a logistics center here in the South. So we have the various areas for accounting, business management, computer information systems, or sports management, as well as international finance and global trade. We do have 2 adult accelerated programs for students that have a minimum of 45 college credit hours earned. This particular degree goes very well because Jacksonville has a number of your small private banks, as well as your commercial banks as well that are here in Jacksonville, to where you can utilize these different degree areas. As I said before, Jacksonville is a logistics center here in the South. So pretty much we're a port city here in the state of Florida, as well as having the Jacksonville International Airport, and then having one of the largest logistical train companies that are here in Jacksonville, where students can utilize these different areas of business administration. One of the growing areas, which is a STEM field, is biology. So we have a lot of our students who are focusing on allied health and biomedical applications because they have aspirations to be able to go on to receive a medical degree. And so this particular degree allows you to establish the foundation that you need to be able to go forward in pursuing a medical degree. We do have lateral agreements with other institutions such as Palmer College, which is located in Daytona Beach, Florida. And then we also have a partnership with Life University, which is located in Marietta, Georgia, which our students who earn a bachelor's degree in biology in 3 years, and then they can move forward into those institutions and take 2 years there to earn a degree in chiropractic. We do have other areas for communication as well as psychology. These are just a number of the programs that we do have currently, and we're looking to expand upon our underdegree programs by adding cybersecurity. We're looking to add nursing as well as computer information systems as a standalone degree. And then, as mentioned in the introduction, we are right now currently pursuing to add on our first graduate program for the Master's in Business Administration. One of the things that we initiated last fall of 2019 was our Alpha cohort. This is our honors college for all of our new incoming freshmen that we started this past school year. We're now moving forward with the class of 2020 that is entering to Edward Waters College, which will be our beta cohort. These students are distinguished students who are high achieving students coming out of high schools. We want to be able to share with the world, our local community, statewide, that students who have come out of high school with high achieving GPAs, high achieving ACT and SAT test scores are also selecting to come to an HBCU as well, to pursue their higher learning as well. We want to be able to share with everyone that we also can recruit, bring in the best and the brightest that each high school here nationally has to offer, and not only nationally, but also internationally into Edward Waters College. These students have the opportunity to take rigorous courses in their first 2 years. They have the opportunity to continue to be challenged in the classroom, as well as being able to move forward and take on various internship opportunities, research opportunities that all of these students have expressed interest in. So we would like to share that we also have the opportunity to bring in high caliber students as well. Outside of the academic realm, we know that students look for a co-curricular activities. This are a number of the things that we do offer in terms of student life on our campus, but it's not limited to just these that are listed. Students still have the opportunity to continue their engagement with their institution by being a part of their class council, whether you're a freshman entering in, and as you matriculate forward into sophomore, junior, senior year. We also have our pre-alumni council. Pre-alumni council is very, very important because we want to educate our students on the importance of becoming an alumni through their 4 years. So that way, when upon graduation, they understand how important and how much of a part they play in the continuing of their institution. It's not always monetarily in terms of being an alumni by giving dollars, but it's also just giving time. And if, we also want to be able to help our students be able to go out and bring in the next class of students as well, to be able to share their experiences, how their HBCU helped them in terms of pursuing their degree, giving them everything that they needed while they were on campus to prepare them for the global society as well. Each of our degree programs have an academic club. So that way, when freshmen are entering in, we do welcomes, we do interest meetings for each of our degree programs. So that way, our freshmen have an opportunity to learn more about the degree program in depth. They have an opportunity to meet some of the instructors that they will be learning from down the line, as well as some of the other peer students that they will meet when they're entering the degree program. And it gives them the jump to be able to understand more about the degree program and how they can maximize their opportunities. Edward Waters College also has the National Pan-Hellenic Council on campus as well. So that is Greek Life. We have the Divine Nine that are on our campus, and all of our Greek Life organizations are active on our campus as well. And then if you're a student who plays, who is musically inclined to play an instrument, or who has a voice to sing, we encourage all of those students to be a part of the Triple Threat Marching Band, as well as the Voices of Edward Waters College. Another portion of the student life as well is athletics. So if students are looking to continue to play sports at the collegiate level, Edward Waters College is currently a part of the NAIA, and we're a Division I school. We're looking to transition in the near future from an NAIA school to an NCAA school as well. Currently, these are the sports that Edward Waters College has to offer to both men and women in the various areas. And currently, the NAIA requires for students to have a minimum of a 2.0 as their eligibility requirements. Students must have at least a minimum of an 18 on the ACT or an 860 on the SAT. And then they also give students an alternate option of graduating in the top half of your class. So if students at least meet 2 out of the 3 of the eligibility requirements, they can enter in to college playing as a first-time freshman at college. We do have a questionnaire, so if students are interested in playing sports, that is located on our athletics page on our school website. One of the new additions that is coming to Edward Waters College this fall is the EWC Community Field and Stadium, which Edward Waters College is a 4-year private institution, but we have also secured dollars publicly from the city of Jacksonville to help build this stadium on our campus as well. So this new addition will be ready September of 2020. This helps bring in a lot of the excitement to our campus, helps involve the community into this onto a lot of our campus as well. And now this is the home which is a big thing for HBCU to have their own football stadium on their campus, as well as being the home to our women's soccer team, which is a new addition to our athletics for this fall. Our minimum requirements for Edward Waters College, as you see here, is very simple. We require for students to complete the EWC admissions application, whether it may be on our school website, and we're also a partnering member of the Common Black College application. So students have 2 different avenues that they can go to apply to Edward Waters College. We ask that students submit their high school transcript, and then as far as the ACT and SAT, we did waive them for the class of 2020 that entered into EWC for the summer as well as the fall. And we're going to continue to monitor what the College Board and ACT has set out for the future testing dates. At a minimum, Edward Waters College requires for students to have a 2.5 grade point average to be considered for fall admissions. And then if a student falls below that 2.5 minimum requirement, we will provide for them or allow them to come into our Summer Institute, which is the Charles H. Pierce Summer Institute. We do have a minimum requirement for the ACT, which is a 14 composite at a minimum for the fall, or if a student takes the SAT, they have to have a minimum of 800 combined. And if students do fall below that, as well as the minimum requirement, they will be advised to come to our Summer Institute. Credit-wise, as you see here, These are the minimum credits that we require for English, math, science, social science, and our foreign language is optional for students. If students have not taken like a Spanish 1 or a Spanish 2, then you have that opportunity to come to EWC to still take those Spanish courses or foreign language courses to meet your requirements for your degree. Here is just a little excerpt about the Charles H. Pierce Institute. It is a 5-week college summer bearing program where students can take anywhere between 6 to 9 credit hours to take on these different things. So it's studying habits, skills, seminars, time management, and balancing different things, as well as academic advising. So that way, when students transition into the fall, they are prepared to be able to take on these things step by step, but they also know where the resources are on our campus if they do require them moving forward. Here is a breakdown of our tuition fees, room and board. So the annual cost of attendance for students to attend EWC if they're living on campus is $22,888. If students elect to live off campus, then they're only paying for tuition. Tuition, as you see, is $14,878, which pays for their tuition, and books are already included in it. So this gives the students an opportunity to see that what the cost of attendance is for EWC. And if you're a student that is coming from out of state, we do not charge an out-of-state tuition fee. So you'll be paying the same amount as an in-state resident. Now, one of those additions that is coming to our campus is the fact that we have our new co-ed living facility here on our campus, which is Tiger Landing. This project is also underway, as well as with our new community football stadium. So this here is a new addition that will be ready here in the fall of 2020. Now, to help with the cost of attendance, we require, just like any other institution, that students complete their FAFSA. FAFSA opens up October 1st of every year. And if Edward Waters College is that place that you're considering and looking for, we encourage you to go ahead and complete your FAFSA within the first 31 days. You add our school code to your school list, and upon your acceptance into our institution, we will provide you with a financial award letter that outlines all the dollars that you qualify for that will go towards your direct cost of your education. You see here provided is the website to complete FAFSA, as well as the contact information and email for our financial aid office if you do need assistance. Another way that we help students be able to bring down the cost of the education, here is listed our scholarship requirements for our renewable and our one-time only scholarships. Our presidential covers the full cost of attendance. So when students are pursuing our renewable scholarship, students must have the minimum GPA, and that is a weighted GPA, and you must either have the SAT test score or the ACT test score in order for you to qualify for one of our renewable scholarships. One of the things that we've also done to help our students maintain these renewable scholarships every year, we take off 0.25 off of each of the GPAs. So if there's a student that qualifies for a full scholarship, they had to have a 3.5 to earn the scholarship. But once you're enrolled into Edward Waters College, you must maintain a 3.25 in order for you to maintain your scholarship every year. And it's the same thing for each of the honors scholarship as well as the merit-based scholarship. We do offer a freshman incentive grant for students who at least have a minimum of a 2.5, an 800 on the SAT or 14 ACT. And then we also have a transfer scholarship, which is $3,000 for 1 year if you're transferring into EWC with a minimum of a 3.0. Here are some of our important dates. Fall of every year is the priority deadlines for merit-based scholarships, as well as November 15th, which will be coming up in the next few months for the spring semester. And then here are our application deadlines. So if you're a rising senior with the class of 2021, our application will be open on August 1st for the class of 2021. And as you see, those are the remaining application deadlines for each of the following semesters for spring and summer. If you have any further questions or you would like to know more about Edward Waters College, here's our contact information from the school address, the office contact information. If you want to give us a call or you want to send some documentation over to us, you're more than welcome to fax it. We also ask that if you send any information by email to our office email, that it is in PDF format. And if you wanted to learn a little bit more about Edward Waters College, feel free to visit our school website at ewc.edu, as well as following us on our different social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which are all active to keep up with the most latest information about Edward Waters College. Thank you.
Ricky, thank you so much for providing us all of that information about Edward Waters. I just got a few follow-up questions, if you don't mind.
Not a problem. Go right ahead.
Alrighty then. We have been talking to, obviously during this time, to several different colleges, and I know that you're in Jacksonville. So is the intention or is the plan to be fully on campus or hybrid version, totally online? Do you have you all made a decision yet about that, or is that still in progress?
We have made a decision about that. We just released our EWC resumption plan for the fall and spring semester for this academic year, which you can find on our school website as well as our social media platforms. We're moving forward as normal to have students on campus, but it will be a combination of hybrid as well. So that way students have a few days of contact in classroom, which may be like 1 or 2 days, and then the remaining of the course will take place online to turn in assignments and to do group discussions. We are maintaining social distancing procedures on our campus. We are monitoring what our local government, state, and federally have laid out, as well as the National Health Organization and the CDC. One of the differences this year for this academic year is we're going to have an abbreviated fall semester. So we start in August and our semester will end going into the Thanksgiving holiday.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. So we've got that information out there. So let's talk a little bit about Edward Waters admission. So we know the minimum GPA requirements to be able to get in and the test scores. Now, ACT or ACT, SAT test scores, okay? Test optional, we need them. Do we need them for admissions and scholarships? Where do we stand with the testing as far as Edward Waters is concerned?
What we're going to do is we're going to monitor what the College Board and ACT is going to lay out for these upcoming dates. What we did, at least for the students that entered in this summer and this coming fall, is we did waive the ACT and SAT testing because some students maybe were affected by it because they couldn't retake it, or they would have been their first time taking the test. More information about that going forward for this academic year for the class of 2021 will be coming forward.
Okay, all right then. Okay, and so when they do take those test scores, do they need them for admissions as well as scholarships, or both, or not?
They would need them for both. They would need them for the fall. If students are looking to be admitted in for the fall semester, students must have the 2.5 minimum GPA. That is a weighted GPA. They must have an 800 combined score, or they can have the 14 composite on the ACT. If students fall below our minimum grade point average, the minimum ACT or SAT test scores, then they would be referred to come to our Summer Institute, which takes place in the summertime. Okay.
So that is a provision for being able to take a look at students that fall below the minimum. We do have some type of provision. So if they really want to go to Edward Waters, you really will work with them.
Yes, ma'am.
To be able to get in. Okay. All right. Perfect. Ricky, we know for a fact that every student that applies doesn't necessarily get into college. So can you tell me what your acceptance rate is at Edward Waters College from application to acceptance?
We have about 85% of our students that are admitted into our college. And then, if a student really expresses the interest and they're serious about starting their higher ed journey, we will work with them. We'll give them that opportunity, but they have to express that interest academically as well to do their best. So that way, when we're giving you the opportunity, we want you to be able to maximize on that opportunity that'll help you in your future. So we will work with students case by case.
Okay, all right, perfect. Once students get in, we know that indicator of whether or not a student will be successful is whether or not they complete their first year. So what is your freshman retention rate?
Our freshman retention rate is at about 40%. We do deal with a lot of first generation students. One of those factors is completing that first year. One of those things, that's why we have mentors on our campus to help kind of counsel students through their first year, because it is an emotional roller coaster. One of those things could be monetarily. Maybe my family does not have the dollars to help continue on for the next year. Having that family support is a big thing, because maybe I'm the first student in my family to go to college. So we want to be able to help have our students to kind of have a mentor and have someone they can speak with on campus, but all to kind of help negate some of those things from deterring them from continuing on in their first year. And then just, academically, am I adjusting to the campus? So we want to try to prevent all of that. We know that our retention rate is not where it could be, but we're also working to get that retention rate up above 50% or more.
Okay. You talk about the support system and first generation students, okay? Are the students, when they apply to Edward Waters, especially first generation students, for financial purposes, are they assigned a particular financial aid counselor that will help them and their parents be able to walk through the process, and not only walk through the process to be able to apply for scholarships, either with scholarships that you have or additional outside scholarships? How does that work?
Yes, ma'am. And that's one of the good parts about Edward Waters College, is the fact that it is small. So we do have our Tiger One Stop, where our financial aid and our student accounts, admissions, all of those offices are in one place, so students don't have to walk around our campus. The good part about it is a lot of face-to-face transactions. So you'll have a counselor, not necessarily have a counselor that's assigned to you, but you will have a counselor that's there on a consistent basis every day to assist the student, from walking them through completing the FAFSA. If some students are selected for verification, any questions about any additional documentation they need to submit, we'll be there for them with that. If students fall short and their option is for them to, probably take out an additional loan, we'll walk them through that and educate them about the loan process and help them understand how their education and academics play a part in receiving aid, as well as encouraging students to also apply for the United Negro College Funds, because Edward Waters College is a membering institution for the UNCF. And so we do walk students and educate them about that, as well as making them aware of the various scholarship opportunities that come about through their organization.
Okay, all right, perfect. A couple more questions too.
Yes.
When you talk about you've got students from foreign countries too. So do students have the opportunity for internships and study abroad programs while they're achieving their education at Edward Waters?
Currently, we do not have any study abroad programs, but we do offer our students a number of different internship opportunities. We have volunteering opportunities on campus, so that way, if students may not get the internship opportunity they're looking for right away, we try to encourage students to and match students with volunteering programs that's going to assist them with the career that they're looking to go into, or the profession that they're wanting to go into. So that way, sometimes you may not get the internship right away, but that volunteering is just like an internship. You can work your way in, still get the experience, build your rapport, network with people, and then sometimes that volunteering opportunity turns into an internship or either a job possibility as well, because you're showing them that you're dedicated, you're showing them that you can do the work, and that you're someone that they can work with that can be up and coming.
Okay, good. I know that that is important to making sure that students are graduating with enough experience they actually go into the workplace. So let's talk about graduation. So what is your graduation rate?
Our graduation rate is around about 40% as well. And so one of the things that we're doing or have continued to done over the years is still expressing our students to get done within the 4-year window. We want to continue to help encourage students to push them through, providing them with the various resources, ensuring that our students are coming back. And that's where all of that counseling and mentorship comes in. So that way that graduation number can continue to increase. We have a job and career fair because not only does it with graduation, it's done over a 6-year period. And so each of those students that come in, that's where their retention to graduation. But it's not only was about getting those students to graduate, we want to be able to help them find a career possibility or that first job opportunity that plays a role into it as well. And so we host 2 college fairs each semester for our students that are currently enrolled, as well as our students who may have recently graduated within the last year. And we have about 60 different businesses and companies that come to our campus every year to ensure that these students have the opportunity for various jobs in the professions that they may looking to go into, or to be able to just have that first job opportunity coming right out of school.
Okay. Ricky, one of the things that worked in our household as a parent is that my daughter was involved in ROTC and chose the military route as a career. Is there ROTC programs available at Edward Waters?
Yes, we have ROTC. We have Army ROTC program, and it's in partnership with the University of North Florida. That is another route that students do take. When students graduate from college, they have a minimum like a 2.75 or better. That gives them the opportunity to also enter officer school. But they have to meet the requirements set out by the ROTC program, which is 2 courses that they do have to take. They have to do the physical portion, which is basic, and then they have the opportunity, to also receive some aid as well while they're in school for Army ROTC.
Okay, all right, that's perfect. Great to know that. Ricky, I think that is my time is up with how much questions that I have to answer. Is there any last minute things that you want to be able to share with us that you forgot, or questions that I forgot to ask? And if you provide your contact information again so that our students and parents can have it.
Yes, again, my name is Ricky Glover. I'm the Associate Director of Enrollment Management for Edward Waters College. Feel free to contact our office at any time at 904-470-8000, or you can visit our school website at www.ewc.edu, and you can follow us on all our different social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to find the latest and most recent information about EWC. My main thing that I want to share with both students and parents is, in this new day and age and our new normal, stay encouraged, stay focused, have a number of various different options, whether they're at home or away from home. Explore all of those things. Keep your options open and entertain schools that is not a part of your norm that you do see, or your dream school. Look at these different institutions and be able to find the best fit for you, and not only you, but your family as well, because they're going to college with you too.
Okay, all right, yes, it is a family affair. Okay, Ricky, thank you so much for providing us that information, and hopefully things will get back to normal, and we'll see you back on the scholarship fair circuit.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity, and you all have a great day as well.